So up next I'm going to attempt this AMT 33 Willys panel truck. See what's in the box here. It hasn't been opened yet. I have the body. Not a lot of parts, I don't think. Got a few sprues, the rest of the body, drivetrain, engine, and so forth in that one. Got the windows. And there's two chrome sprues. One there and one there. And I've heard this kit is very difficult to put together, that parts don't work together very well. So I'm going to see what happens. There's 4 tires. There's the instruction sheet. There's a lot of paperwork in here. There's a sticker. And a decal sheet. I'm planning on doing this a little differently than the box art. The 2014 model round 2 models lineup. Some of the kits that are available. A paint guide for the kit. The obligatory magazine order form if you live in the States, I guess. And it's got the miniature box that you can fold together, create the kit box. So I'll get these things opened up, wash them off, and begin the build. Okay, these are all the parts except for the clear window pieces and the 4 tires. There's the 2 chrome trees. There seems to be more chrome parts than almost anything else. There's the body and chassis, engine, the interior tub, exhaust. There's a lot of flash, a lot of seam work to clean up. See a lot of flash on here. There's a lot of cleanup to do on those parts. And again, I've heard on other videos that the parts don't go together well, so might need a big hammer for this one. We'll see. Well, I've made a bit of progress on this 33 Willys panel truck. Got the wheels and tires together. And see the interior tub. I don't know if you can see that here. Get some more light on it. The detail is very fine. It's very shallow. I don't think there's much you can do with that. Try and highlight the doorknob a little bit. I've got the engine put together. The engine is quite nice by itself, and it's a lot of chrome parts. I think there was 20 some pieces just to go into the engine and transmission. Got it painted up. I left a lot of the chrome pieces on there as chrome, a bit of a black wash. It's quite a large engine. I was watching another video and the fellow was saying when he installed this he had to chop off the top of the transmission tunnel, or the transmission here, to fit under the floor pan because there's no transmission tunnel. And I see that when I put this in here, a little awkward with one hand, that it does want to go on an angle. It doesn't fit together very well. Get that in there. And you'll see it doesn't quite go straight back, so that might need to be shaved off. It's kind of a shame too, with all the detail on this engine, that it's going to be covered up when this cover goes on. Although it does hinge on the front, it's just 2 little plastic pins that fit into the chassis, and it's not very strong. I don't have much faith in that. And that goes on there. That's going to go on there. So as I mentioned in my previous video, I have some other plans for this build. What I'm thinking of doing is taking the engine out, glue the hood onto the front clip onto the body and on there, and do it as a curbside. I have some parts from other kits. I'm going to swap out the seats, I think, and just put a blower cover and an air intake on top of the hood, and do that as a curbside. Then what I wanted to do with this engine, what I'm planning to do, and I'm not sure whether this is going to work or not. I haven't done a lot of scratch building and kit bashing in the past. But I've been holding on to this kit I bought a while back. It's a Lindbergh 1930 Ford Model A pickup. It's 1/32nd scale. Now this is 1/25th scale. So what I wanted to do, and I'll open the box here, I've been looking at this for the last few days trying to figure out if I can make it work. And of course this is a curbside, so there's the chassis. It's got the oil pan molded in, and you can see the difference in the two chassis here. Quite a bit shorter, however they are about the same width. They are pretty much the same width. So what my plan is to take the engine from the Willys, insert it, cut this out here, and maybe fit it into this chassis, although it's smaller, just because it's there and I don't know what else to do with it. Put this engine in here and build around it. This is kind of a simple little kit. Now, being a Lindbergh, the body comes in a bunch of pieces. Let me see if I can get them here. For that, the hood is in two pieces side by side. It comes with a pickup bed, which I would have to slide back or cut in half. The interior tub is two pieces. There's the other half of the hood. So there's the hood and the cowl in two pieces, and then this is like the door and the back of the interior tub on one side, and the other door and the back of the interior tub on the other side. I think I've got these backwards here, but they're not in the right position, but you get the idea. It goes like that to build up the tub. And there's the seats and the floorboards would go in there. So it's quite a bit smaller, and it's quite a few more pieces to put together. But I'm hoping that I can work around this. What I'm thinking of doing here is cutting this here between the cowl, the front cowl, and firewall, and the hood, the engine covers here. Cut that off, glue this into the tub, attach that, and that would hopefully allow for this bigger engine. The only thing I'm concerned about now is this oil pan, and the larger engine is going to stick down quite a bit lower, and the smaller wheels and frame, it's going to be sticking down below the tires. Anyhow, that's what I'm looking at now and trying to go with. Also on this Lindbergh kit, the wheels are plastic, two-sided wheels to be glued together. I have some other rubber ones in my parts bin that I might be able to use. I'll have to check those when I get there. And the suspension and so forth. Anyway, they're kind of two maybe lesser quality kits, could I say, that I'd like to get used up and put on the shelf. I guess I'll go ahead and try it. They're not going to be in competition at a show or anything. It's just to get them built and to try and get my thoughts out of my head and onto the bench. So thanks for watching, and we'll see what happens next.